Hey low carb mama friends, I hope you guys are doing amazing. Happy Monday to you. I wanted to come in and check in and see how you guys are doing with your ketones, see what flavors you're loving right now, what is the newest thing that you've tried, what are you looking to try, what are the favorite benefits that you're noticing, and also help you if you're feeling stuck at all. I'm here to help you through that. I'm here to answer any questions that you have. I have a couple questions written down that I've gotten from people over the last couple days that I wanted to address here, because I believe that when someone has a question, chances are there's a lot of people out there that can benefit from hearing the answer to that question. So I want to run through these questions really quick, and if you catch this live, make sure you say live. If you catch it on the replay, just comment replay and then ask me any questions that you have and I'll come back in and answer them as well. So one of the questions that I got for people was, am I still getting benefits if I'm only doing 1 pack of ketones a day? So this is one of my favorite questions to address, because when I got started, there was actually nobody ever talked about doing 2 packs a day. It was only 1 pack a day. And so over time, over a year, 2 years, they started talking about using 2 a day for optimal results. And my thing is, I feel like you'll know if one is good for you or if you need that second one in the day. If you are needing to stretch it, or you're having a hard time keeping up with your supply to do 2 a day, or you're forgetting to do a second serving in the day, don't beat yourself up over it. At least do the 1 serving a day, and my tip for that is to have your first serving in a time of day that you won't miss it. So it might be in the morning for you, it might be on your drive to work, it might be right after a workout, it may be while you're getting ready, it may be as soon as you sit down at your desk, but have your time in your day that's your trigger where you won't miss it. You'll know, okay, this is my time to drink my ketones, this is when I do it. And then if you get that second serving in the day, awesome. But if you're doing 1 serving a day and you're seeing results and you're feeling results and everything's going great, then good, that's awesome. You can try 2 if you want to just see what it's like, but it's okay if one's doing it for you, that's perfectly fine. And on the flip side of that, if you are using 1 a day and you're like, you know, I just feel like I need a little bit more out of it, I feel like I could get more, I could see better results, then I would definitely encourage you to add in that second serving in the day. Usually people do it sometimes in the afternoon, but also some people do it before bed. You know, whenever we go to sleep, our body actually goes to work. So we're not eating, we're not putting other stuff in our body, and our body now goes into this optimal state of ketosis while we're sleeping, which is a great time for the body to really use these ketones effectively. Now, if you're not familiar with the Keto Pro, that is one that you may want to consider as your second serving a day if you're looking for something at night, if you have a sweet tooth at night, or you're looking for something to do before bed, and you're like, well, that sounds really good, I'd love to do it before I go to sleep. The Keto Pro is really good. It's a ketone-infused protein, so it's basically your ketones and your protein in one. It tastes amazing, and it's under 100 calories. It's equivalent to about 40 grams of protein, so it's a really good ratio. Really amazing product. Make sure you check that one out, and you can let me know if you have any questions on that, and I can send you the specifics about the Keto Pro. Another question that people ask me a lot is about the diet, what diet they should be following. A lot of people actually think that they have to do a keto diet, so they hold off from using the ketones because of that concern. The truth is that ketones themselves are actually diet independent, so you're going to get benefits from ketones regardless of what diet you follow. Now, we do see that people that follow more of the low carb, clean eating, intermittent fasting, getting your recommended amount of protein without overdoing the protein, have really great results with fat loss. But I just want to emphasize that you definitely don't have to follow a keto diet. A keto diet is great for some people, and for others it's not. There's not any one specific diet that is, you know, that everybody should follow. So I would say the biggest thing with this is you can follow our maximizing fat loss plan, which is really going to have you basically do this in the morning, intermittent fast, water and ketones until lunch. There's a lot of benefits to intermittent fasting, so that's a great recommendation for everyone, whether you want to lose weight or not. And then lunchtime, you do a clean, low carb, maybe some protein, some vegetables, a salad, have a good lunch, and then optional serving in the afternoon of your ketones, and then dinner, same thing, clean, low carb, lean and green, you know, make sure you're getting your protein in there as well. And then throughout the day, just making sure that you're staying hydrated. That's another thing that's super important. Whether you're hydrating with our Mitoplex electrolytes, or even if you just use pink Himalayan salt, which is a natural electrolyte, both are going to help just keep the electrolyte levels up while your body is shifting into ketosis, which is a diuretic state. So another question that I've gotten from people that I wanted to address in here is, what happens if I stop drinking ketones? I know a lot of people in the past have maybe done different things and tried different things, and you fall off the wagon and then maybe you gain all the weight back. But I'll tell you this about ketones. This is one of the things that I love, is that drinking ketones helps us make better choices with our food because it suppresses our appetite. It reduces our craving for carbs and sugar. So naturally, we're making better choices. We're getting in the habit of drinking water, which a lot of people aren't in the habit of drinking water, right? So we're making these better choices. We're feeling better. We're actually healing our bodies because we're lowering the amount of sugar and the inflammation causing things that maybe before we were consuming a lot of, okay? So I always tell people, if you stop drinking ketones and you continue on with these choices that you've been making, these better choices, there's no reason why you should gain the weight back. You should be able, if anything, you can look at the ketones as something that helped you get into this healthier lifestyle. And then if you want to do it without, then you can do it without. If you want to be in ketosis, of course you have to follow a keto diet. But even just by following more of a low carb and just having an awareness of how much protein you're having, how much water you're having, and just kind of keeping an eye on it and making better choices, that's a lifestyle habit that you're going to adopt and that you're going to gain through this, that nobody can ever take away from you, whether you have the product in your hands every day or not. So I hope that helps as far as looking at it as something that, you know, are my results going to all just go away whenever I stop? If you pick back up old habits and you start, you know, eating a really, really high carb diet and things like that and not working off that, not doing any sort of exercise, then yes, you're probably going to go back to that. And then another question is, for people who want to drink, who want to have breakfast in the morning, people that are breakfast eaters, or on the day that you have breakfast, maybe on the weekends you like to cook breakfast for your family. The question is, when do I have my ketones? You could either have your ketones an hour or two after you eat breakfast, or you could just hold out, have your lunch, and then maybe even have it an hour or two after lunch. So you really can't mess it up as long as you're getting your ketones in sometime during that day. And I do recommend doing it in a window without food, just so that the ketones can go in and really do their job the best way. Just have it an hour away from food, whether it's in the morning, in the afternoon, and of course if you're sensitive to caffeine, just keep in mind that if you have the charged one, it does have a little bit of caffeine in it. But if you have our challenge kit, which is like this, then you've got caffeine and caffeine free. So with all of that said, if you are looking for a little bit more accountability and support and you're not in the ketone camp, let me know. I'll add you in. It's just a 20-day thing that you can follow that'll give you a text every day with some extra tips and a daily workout and just some extra encouragement and things like that. So I have a group I can put you in, and I can get you plugged into the texting. And anything else I can support with, don't hesitate to reach out. You can leave a comment here, or you can reach out to me in Messenger or on text. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. I am doing a customized trial pack special for my customers, those that are currently customers and new customers that are going to be getting started. I have a 10-pack of ketones where you can actually go through and pick the flavors that you want off my list, which I will send to you. So if you're interested in that, just put a comment here, or I'm also going to make a post in the group where you can buy that as well. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.